YouTube. This is a video log. So I am down in Cerritos, California, visiting my in-laws, and guess what? The worst place anybody can have, or the worst thing anybody can have, is having their engine check light coming on when you're not home and you are long distance away from home. Why? Because I don't have my tools here to help me. So I came to AutoZone, and what AutoZone did for me was that they have loaner tools to help me diagnose my my car. If you look in the center there, right in the center where it says check engine light test, they do have a OBD2 code reader that they loan out for you for free. And because my engine check light came on, I used it to check my engine light. And sure enough, after checking my engine light, it turned off my engine check light. And so now it's not on anymore. The maintenance light came on and the tire check light came on. The reason was because I've driven more than 5,000 miles already since the last time I made a video. Well, since the last time I went on a road trip. So it's time to change oil. And then my tire pressure light came on, so that's another story. But what I'm trying to get here is that the AutoZone does have loaner tools for you for free, and so I used their OBD2 code reader to check my engine check light, and they printed out the gimmick here is you go inside, take their OBD2 code reader and plug into your OBD2 port, and then you have to bring the code reader back into the store, and then they plug into their system, and these are the fault codes that came out of the computer. So basically, there's three codes. There's intake camshaft position actuator circuit, there's mass or volume airflow circuit low, or intake air temperature sensor 1 circuit high input. So what that tells me is that there's a possibility that my mass airflow meter is dirty. So I bought myself a mass airflow sensor cleaner. You have to use this, or else you might damage the circuitry in your mass airflow sensor. This is mass airflow sensor safe. Okay, that's why it says mass airflow sensor cleaner. Don't use brake cleaner, don't use carburetor cleaner, don't use any other type of cleaner. Use the right type of cleaner, because the circuitry inside on the mass airflow sensor is very sensitive. So what we're going to do, because my engine light came on away from home, I have no tools. I did not bring any tools with me. So I bought a set of Duralast 45-piece mechanic tool set. Hopefully it has enough to open my air filter and enough for me to work on my mass airflow. So also, I bought this to charge my Freon, because for some reason my air conditioner hasn't been running right. So as you can see here, these are temperature charts. It tells you how to charge your system based on the temperature and the pressure here. So let's go and do some work. Here, I also bought gloves because I didn't have any gloves and it's freaking hot out there. So I'm gonna wear this glove, take out the tools here. We're gonna take out some parts and hopefully we'll fix it. Okay, so this is the airflow meter right here. Okay. Oh, this is the mass airflow sensor. Okay, so I've already loosened this screw right here. I'm gonna loosen this screw right here. And then pop comes the mass airflow sensor. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, because this thing is installed like this, so the air flows from here to here that way. there is some element in here, okay, that measures the air flowing into the engine, and so this thing tells the engine how much fuel to pump into the engine. So we're gonna clean this with the mass airflow sensor cleaner. Okay, so I've just finished spraying everything, every crevice in here. Okay, so it should be clean right now. I sprayed inside the pin connectors there. Oh, let's not forget this. Let's spray this little thing right here as well. Okay, that'll clean it out. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are going to be installing this again onto here. Okay, be very careful not to lose your screws here, because if you lose a screw, it's pretty bad. You'll have to find another screw just like so. So far, I bought a set of tools from this place. And the staff there. Okay, so we're gonna plug this back in. So it's back in. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to be pumping Freon into this car. Okay, so right now it's 98, 99 degrees. Okay, it's about 99 degrees, 98 degrees. Okay, so what we're doing is we are charging the system to temperature. So we're gonna charge this right here to 100, we'll just round it up to 100 degrees. Okay, so this is 98 degrees right here. So we're gonna charge this. If you look at the temperature chart here, it says 100 degrees temperature Fahrenheit. We need to charge it to 55 degrees psi G. Okay, so here's the indicator right here. So 55 psi is about right here. Okay, right between 50 and 60 right there. That should be the right temperature. Okay, so you want to follow the pressure. To make it right. Okay, so we are going to be pumping this Freon into the system there, the low port. Okay, if you look at your low port, your Freon port, it should say L, which stands for low. That's your low side. All right, this says high. It's not I, it's high. H for high port. You don't want to put it in here. You can't put it in there. It has to be there. Okay, that's the low port. So before you do that, you have to, right here, this line right here has some outside air in there, and it's called non-condensable. So you don't want the air here to go into your system. Okay, so what you do is you press this a little bit like that to empty out the air, so you can put so that you don't have any non-condensable in your system. So we're going to plug this in, and we're going to start the engine, and we're going to read the temperature. Okay, and according to the temperature gauge, we're going to put this right between 50 and 60. We're going to put it at 55. All right, so let me plug it in and turn on the engine. Okay, so as you can see here, the engine is on. Look at that, it's low. So what we're going to do is we just turn the can upside down. That way it'll pump Freon more efficiently into the system. So remember, we're going to pump into between 50 and 60. Right now it's between 35 and 40. That's about 38. So I'm pumping more Freon into this. Okay, so that's how it flows. We're pumping more Freon into this. And we'll just keep doing it until it reaches 55. You don't want to pump, you want to pump a little bit at a time, okay, like how I'm doing it. And it'll slowly flow to 55. See that? That's 40. Okay, so right now it's 45. It's way better. And I've emptied out this can, so I need to get another can. But yeah, there's no nothing in here. So, but it's cool now. So I'll just go get another can later. So right now it's registering at 70 degrees, 69. So, which is really good. So for right now, I'm happy. I'll go get another can when I get to Fresno and complete this. Okay guys, so fixed that. We solved the engine light problem, and we also recharged the Freon onto this truck, this SUV, and right now it's really cool. My temperature gauge is reading inside here at 69 degrees, and it's going down. And I'll show you. Okay, so if you look at my little gauge there, it's reading about 66 degrees right now, and it's going down as we speak. So yeah, the thing that I hate is traveling long distance and your car having issues, but luckily I am in Southern Cal. Okay, so it's 66.5 right now. Okay, so which is really good. It should be about 40 degrees coming from the vent there, but that's okay. I'm not complaining. Right now it's 100 degrees here in Southern Cal, and it's pretty humid. But yeah, so the engine light is no longer coming on. We fixed that issue. We cleaned the mass airflow sensor, so that's great. So AutoZone is a pretty good store. They'll let you loan their tools. The trick to this is that you would go back inside their store and buy stuff from the store. So that's the trick. But anyway, when your car is in trouble, there's no other place than AutoZone. That's been my experience. So let me know what your thoughts are, guys.